All right. I've started this channel, namely for my students, talking to them. A lot of them ask for advice about certain things. They ask my opinion on certain things, and figured I would address some of those things. Put it a channel, maybe it could help other people or at least interest other people. And so, what I've done, and you can email me at coachadvice2216 at gmail.com. If you got a topic you want me to address, I'll be happy to address it with the understanding that, look, I may have an opinion that you may or may not like. Try to be respectful in that, but at the same time, try to tell you what I truly think. But then also, if you have something you need advice with, a question you want to ask that you want me to answer, I'd be more than happy to do that as well. So, have a few questions that I've had emailed to me. One of them was, do you know any good tips to get over anxiety? And it pertains to tests, school, homework, those type of things. With anxiety. All right, and when this person's question was test, school, anxiety, with that kind of stuff, I would say preparation. Okay, the more prepared that you can be, the less anxious you may feel about something. When you wait to the last minute and you are rushing around and you're in an environment that is complete and total chaos, you're going to have anxiousness. Okay, so the more prepared that you can be, probably the less anxious you will feel. Now, if we're talking about general anxiety, a couple of thoughts on that. If you look at anxiety and you look at the places in the world that have very, very high levels of anxiety, most of them are very wealthy nations. They're nations that the citizens live well above, the poverty line. They have very high standards of living, and so it doesn't really add up. The only thing I can put my finger on is a lot of times we're very self-absorbed, and I know in my own life, whenever I'm focused more on myself, I get anxious. Okay, or worse. Okay, when you focus on yourself and you're very self-absorbed, obviously you're selfish. That's going to lead to anxiety. Um, you're probably very resentful. You're probably more likely to hold a grudge because the only perspective you see is your own. So, when it comes to general anxiety and just you feel anxious about things, I would say try to focus on others. Okay, try to do something. And I'm not a corny cliche. Okay, let's go do something good for all of mankind. But at the same time, yeah. Okay, go do something good for something or focus on somebody else and let somebody else be your focus. Um, if you have extreme anxiety, though, I do think there comes a point with some people, and I know people in my own personal life who it's just something chemical with them that they have high levels of anxiety. There's no shame in that. If that's you, and no matter what you do, you can't find that sense of peace. You're anxious about everything. My advice to you would be go talk to somebody. There may be some things within you, um, that's happened in your past that maybe you don't know how they affect you. And if you learn how to deal with those things, it may be able to help you make progress. But then also, there may come a time where you have to um, take medication. All right, and in a sense, there's no shame in that. Okay, is uh, there are some people who just chemically speaking, your your makeup needs medication in order to be more balanced, and there's no shame in that. Okay, mental health. Um, we're just finding out a lot about it. Okay, and we're finding out, and we're just now getting to where we're able to openly deal with that. And so I would encourage you, if it's general anxiety and you just have a sense of panic and dread for no reason, I would deal with that in a medical sense. Go see your doctor. Don't medicate yourself, obviously, but deal with it that way. Again, questions. a topic you want me to cover, coachadvice2216 at gmail.com. Be happy to cover it. Have a good day.